Let's bring in Congressman from Texas in the El Paso area, of course, Uvalde, Congressman Tony Gonzales, a Republican. Congressman, how disappointed are you that when the president saw you at Uvalde, you said to him, let's talk about the border, and he says, I will, Tony. But yet when you reached out to the White House, what did they say about this visit?
Yeah, they told me that I couldn't attend, and the president essentially lied to my face. And this shouldn't surprise anyone. You know, I think it's important that we have Republicans that are constantly pushing the administration to go, no, 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 I want to work with you. I want to find solutions. They want all Republicans to just give up. But this wasn't about solving problems. This was a partisan trip that was just made as a photo op. You know, it took the president 80 years to get to the border. I suspect it's going to take another 80 years before he comes back. Clearly, this shows the administration has zero interest in solving this. They think it's a political problem. They don't think it's a policy problem. The videos that I shared a few weeks ago highlight this isn't a political problem. Bush, Obama, Clinton, Trump certainly never had problems like this. This is a policy issue.
Well, it's interesting, Congressman, because he didn't do it in his first 2 years as president. He did it as he probably is about to announce that he's running for re-election in 2024. So essentially, he needed a photo op to check the box to say, look, the Republicans are complaining about it, so I went down to our southern border. I saw with my own 2 eyes. And what he said yesterday, Congressman, was he said the system is broken and Congress needs to act. So he's putting the ball in the House Republicans' court, but whatever you guys come up with, he's not going to like, and neither is the Senate.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's politics 101. Always blame somebody else for everything that's wrong. You know, the other part of this story too is he's in Mexico today. What is that conversation going to be like? Is it going to talk about woke programs? Is he going to talk about climate change?
Yes.
Or is he going to talk about this cartel war that is happening in Sinaloa? You know, there was just a major prison outbreak there in Juarez, across from El Paso. People that I represent along the border, we do not feel safe. So, you know, there's a lot to this story, but it highlights the fact it turns out the administration never wanted to work with Republicans. Shouldn't surprise anyone, but it's good to finally see them get exposed.
Congressman, I know you said over the weekend that you don't plan to support the rules package in the House because of a possible cut in defense spending. I know you represent South Texas. There are a lot of military hospitals and bases and posts in that area. Also, Nancy Mace said she's worried about the backroom deals. We interviewed the Majority Whip, Emmer, and he said he believes that you and Nancy Mace will come around. Listen to this.
The rules, which has not been widely reported, literally are the rules that our conference voted on after the election, with one exception, and that is the motion to vacate is being restored to where it was for 100 years before Nancy Pelosi changed it. Tony has said he's not willing to vote for them yet. Nancy, on the other hand, has said she's on the fence. I do believe both Tony and Nancy will come around tonight when they realize the things that they want to talk about are in this separate agreement.
He said you're not willing yet. If that's true, what will it take?
Yeah, no, I appreciate Whip Emmer's leadership, and this is only the beginning. You know, these are the easy part, you know, the speaker vote and the rules vote. But I guarantee you, nobody expected 15 rounds of voting. When we discussed, hey, what are some things that we were going to be able to take, no one said, okay, it's going to be 4 days, 15 rounds of voting, and your families are going to be run through the ringer. Also, you know, as bad as it was to watch it, it was even worse to be part of it. Who wants to see this fiasco get played out over and over again? So I'm against the rules for a couple different reasons. One is the defense spend, the cut in defense.
Yes.
I think that's an absolutely terrible idea. But the other is to vacate the chair. I mean, I don't want to see us every 2 months be in lockdown. This isn't the parliament. I mean, the American public are counting on House Republicans to be the one savior in this all. If we can't get this right, it's going to be a nightmare after nightmare.
Nancy Mace said that Matt Gaetz is a total fraud. Do you feel that way?
You know, I don't like to attack my colleagues. You know, look, there is a lot of flawed people in Congress, and it's very frustrating to serve with these people. But that's across the spectrum. I look at it, whatever happened yesterday happened yesterday. How do we go forward? And honestly, this rules package vote isn't just about the rules. It's what does next week look like? What does next month look like? And you know what? I do think there's an opportunity in the House for rank and file members to lead. And I think that's what it's going to take. You know, it's time for us to go take back the House, take back this country. We have all these different factions. I get that. But we have to represent the American people.
Yep, and it starts today. Congressman, thanks for starting your Monday with Fox and Friends.
Thank you.
And being so candid, because it was agonizing to watch.
And for your service. He was in the Navy.
Yep.
Indeed. I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhardt. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.